Hey, 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 everybody. It's Thursday. What's up? This is your girl, CEO CWall. Some days I say CEO CWall, others I just say CWall. Either way, it is your girl. One of your most favorite fellow DMV sports fans. I'm going to wait for you all to get on in the virtual room as we start coaching from the couch on another Thursday, y'all. Another Thursday. We made it. We made it another week, you guys. Another week. We have made it again to talk and to hang out and chill and discuss our most favorite DC DMV sports fans. Right? Y'all, because I do look at this as hanging out and getting together and chilling out, right? Why not? And so as everybody's coming in, I see Damon and I saw Jason come on. Of course, y'all, my mom is watching because she's watching every single week. Make sure y'all say what's up to Joy, who is CWall team member, who facilitates the discussion online. Make sure y'all say what's up to her. I see John Adams, Cameron Mingo, Miss Raynell. Hey, Miss Raynell. I see CWall Chaplain Mazdak. Y'all make sure y'all always say what's up to the CWall team, y'all. And I also want you all to say what's up to each other, because we get on here every week. Don't we, Francis' son? Don't we get on here every single week and we talk about our favorite teams? So as we continue on this journey together, guess what, y'all? We family. You part of the CWall Sports and Entertainment family. So we gonna kick it and do what we do till 8 o'clock. Y'all know sometimes we go longer than 8. But y'all know what it is. Y'all know the gist of it. So this week, I want to talk about Maryland football because we do have a Maryland football update. We'll talk about the Wizards just a tad because, y'all, I didn't even realize the NBA draft is next Wednesday. Okay, so that's on me. I almost forgot. Seriously. And then we're going to close it out talking about, you guessed it, Washington football. So if you have any family or friends that are fans of those teams, we're talking about the Terps, the Wizards, and Washington football, you might want to tag them in this show to make sure that they're tuned in so they can take part of the live discussion. Okay? So y'all gotta give me a high five, give me a like, a love, some sort of emoji so that I know you with me. I know that you all are with me. So let's get it started. In the words of MC Hammer, let's get it started. So you all, Maryland football, the Terps had a big weekend, huge win over Penn State over the past weekend. So we want to give kudos to them, but they have also announced as of yesterday that Maryland football will pause all team-related activities due to an elevated number of COVID-19 cases within the program. The Ohio State game has been canceled. So this Saturday's Maryland versus OSU game is canceled and will not be rescheduled. I think in the last 7 days, 8 football players have tested positive for COVID-19. You all, this is very serious. As you all know, across the U.S. and those in the DMV area, the numbers, there's an uptick in COVID-19 cases. So you guys continue to be safe, continue to wear your mask, wash your hands, socially distance. We got to keep those things going because we're coming up on flu season. We're coming up on the winter time. So everybody just please continue to please be safe. And I got to pause for a moment to say what's up to Randall, the 85 South Atlanta Fan Club. Appreciate y'all and love y'all for tuning in every single week. But in terms of Maryland football, of course, they are disappointed, but it's what's best. And until, hopefully the season will continue at some point, but the program has to do what the program has to do in terms of shutting things down to get it right. So many prayers to those players who have tested positive, many prayers to everyone who has tested positive, and those who have lost loved ones to COVID-19. I know with everything going on, we don't talk about it as much, but it is still a hot topic and still something that is very, very much out there. And we need to be aware of it, as we see right here in our backyard that is impacting one of our home teams. So, what's up, Mike? Moving on to the Wizards. I don't even know what I want to say about the Wizards. And while I see Lawrence Bullard checking in, I'm wearing my Team Bullard shirt. So he's right on cue in that regard. He's right on cue in that regard. Because I meant to say something about my Team Bullard shirt, but LB, you came in right at the right time. The Wizards. I don't even know what I want to say about the Wizards. Here's why. Draft is next week. The Wizards have, I believe, the number 9 and number 37 picks. Okay. I know what the mocks are saying. The mock drafts are saying in terms of who the Wizards should take. But I got to be honest, y'all. Is it me? You all tell me. Fellow Wizards fans, you all tell me. Am I the only one that's not excited? Is it just me? I'm trying to find the excitement about the draft. And I'm just kind of like, come on, let's get on with it. Who we going to pick? What do we need? And Wallace, I'm glad you tuned in when you tuned in, because it's what the Wizards, we're just missing so much firepower and we're missing so much excitement around the season. And I'm truly just hoping that this team picks up a player that is truly going to fill a hole for this team. But I have to be very honest with you all in saying I'm just not excited. I'm not excited. It's not, and I see some of you all get what I'm saying. Wallace, there's no reason to be excited. They need a new coach. That's the other thing. The Scott Brooks thing is a very real conversation that I think needs to be had. If we're talking about taking this team deep into the playoffs, I honestly do not think Scott Brooks is it. Nice guy, great guy. But I honestly do not think that is the coach that is going to take this team deep into the playoffs. And let's just be real. Not even talking deep into the playoffs. Championship status, championship caliber. I'm just not seeing, I don't know. Damon, what's up, Damon? The draft, it's not exciting. It's not invigorating for me. I'm with Mike. Want to see the team healthy. Absolutely want to see the team healthy. And I will say, what I am looking forward to is watching a healthy CWall. I do want to see that. I do want to see a healthy CWall, a healthy Bradley Beal come together. To Mike's point again, they still need a big. Need a big still. That's what Mike said. I wholeheartedly agree. So it's just one of those things where I'm kind of like, let's just get it on, because I'm not overly excited about it. I want to be excited about it. But Wallace, you're bringing up a good point that you think they'll blow the team up after this year. They'll trade Bill and try to get assets for the future. It's so confusing what they've done, because supposedly what they have done is for the future, right? And so it's just I don't know. I'm just not, I'm trying to find it. Yes, they need to get rid of Yam Mahimi. I'm not still, how he's still getting a paycheck. We all need to learn something from the Yam Mahimi book of how to steal paychecks, because that's what he's been doing for a very long time. My guy Darrell from Legacy Sports Makers, we talked about this a bit yesterday when we got together in regard to the Wizards. And let's see what happens. It's so interesting because it's during this off-season time. There's so much talk already. I don't know if you all are let's talk national NBA. Y'all know I don't go here a lot. But I'm about to go here. I'm about to go here for a moment. I got to go here in terms of national NBA news. Okay. So national NBA news that Russell Westbrook wants out of Houston. A potential suitor being the Charlotte Hornets. Oh, and by the way, another rumor being that James Harden wants to play for Brooklyn. He wants to get back up with KD. All I'm saying is, get these people. What are these people doing? I don't want them in the East. Let them stay in the West. Let them go there. Let them stay there where they've been. But if any of these rumors are true, what are we going to do with these people? This was supposed to be an opportunity for the Wizards with a healthy John Wall and a healthy Bradley Beal. So that's messing up my own. That's probably why I'm not excited, y'all. See, I just answered my own question. I said, why am I not excited? And then I probably just answered my own question, because it's still the West is always going to be deep. The West is just as deep as it gets. But I don't want James Harden and Russell Westbrook in the East. I just don't. There, I said it. Now, I have been set free. Y'all just saw me work through my own issue on live TV, live internet TV. Because I'm like, what is this? Seriously. And I was not looking, I was over it. I was seriously over it. Let's jump to the topic of Davis Bertans. Very interesting article came out from Chase Hughes of NBC Sports Washington earlier this week, that the Wizards, of course, as we all know, has made re-signing Davis a number one off-season goal. So we know that that's one of their goals. But multiple teams, and I'm reading this directly from Chase Hughes, multiple teams without the cap room to sign Bertans are preparing to make sign and trade offers in free agency. That is in addition to the teams that have the cap room to fit his salary without a trade. And we, of course, had to talk about Davis today because it is, in fact, his birthday, as Cameron Mingo is pointing out. So shout out to Davis. If you haven't shouted him out, go head over to Twitter and give him a shout out. But it is so interesting how many teams are interested in Davis. So I want you all to know, I really want to know, do you guys think that the Wizards are going to re-sign Davis? It would behoove them to, but be honest. Do you think they're going to pay Davis and be able to sign him? Like Wallace said, I don't see how the Wizards can afford to keep him. I agree. They need to be doing all they can to try, but these other teams are willing to sign and trade. Other teams have cap room for them. And it's quite a bit of interest. Let's see, because Chase Hughes did share. The teams were not specified, though one source said there are 2 Eastern Conference teams and one from the West who is interested in sign and trade scenarios. That is along with at least 3 teams the Hawks, the Knicks, and the Suns expected to target Bertans using their cap room. I don't know. Some that also were interested in Bertans, and I had to take a moment because I really don't know. That's why I just said I don't know. That were interested in Bertans before the trade deadline was the Celtics, Lakers, and Nuggets. Davis got options, y'all. Can everybody on the chat say options? Just say options. Davis has options. And I mean, yes, the Wizards are still an option, but he's got some good options. Some good options. Well, yeah, options, Demond. Absolutely. Options. So, that's right, Joy. Options. That's right. You got options. Listen. All right. Wizards don't have that many options. Davis Bertans does, though. So, all right. With the remaining time left, you all know where we're going. You know where we're going. You know where the rest of this conversation is going. Everybody, go ahead and put your hail to the Washington football team. I need all the like and the love emojis so that I know that you're with me to talk about Washington football. I also am going to let you all dictate this part of the conversation. What do you all want to talk about? What do you want to talk about regarding the Washington football team? Seriously. Because I'm sitting here, and while we're talking about options, I just said, okay, well, I can pull up the injury report. I can pull that up. I do want to talk about Ron Rivera's press conference, not from today, but from yesterday. But what? Oh, hold to the quarterback situation, because then okay, hold to the quarterback situation, hold to the Adrian Peterson. So I'm going to go ahead and go with what I thought, the way I thought I needed to go. I'm going to go ahead and go with that. Ron Rivera's press conference from yesterday. Give me a thumbs up if you listen to the press conference, or just tell me, nah, I didn't hear it. I'm a person that likes to pay attention to the things that they're not saying out loud. So I just said, okay. But, to Wallace's point, Antonio Gibson is doing well. He's ranked higher than AP in rush yards and more receptions. I like Antonio Gibson. I absolutely do. But I'm going to be very honest with you. I do not want to see Adrian Peterson on Sunday. No, I do not. Here's why. Because Adrian Peterson was talking the other day like he's a person, he's a player scorned. Like he's a scorned player. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if y'all heard, he's got a little bit of chip on his shoulder. And I'm like, because if anybody, our defense has a hard time stopping the run, y'all. Don't just let Adrian Peterson just run all over us, please. Now, yes, we all know that during training camp, that one good time, our guy Chase stuffed them at the 1 yard line. That's all well and good. That's phenomenal. But they need to pay attention and try to figure out how to stop Adrian Peterson. I'm gonna go into the press conference. Ron Rivera was asked about facing Adrian Peterson, and he says, I'm never excited about playing against a future Hall of Famer. That's for doggone sure. Yeah, I don't want to see it either. I'm with Ron Rivera on that one. I don't want to see it either. Other comments regarding Adrian Peterson on if he thought about facing former Washington running back Adrian Peterson again. You always think about that no matter who you release. You always wonder if you'll face him again. Again, everybody understands where we went with it because we had an opportunity to watch our young running backs develop and play. We've seen J.D. McKissick step into his role, and we've seen Peyton Barber. Again, this move was really orchestrated in terms of finding out what we have in terms of our other young backs. Let me ask y'all something. I want everybody to chime in on this one. Tell the truth. I do this thing called Tell the Truth Tuesdays that I haven't quite done with you all, but I do it in one of my favorite Washington football team groups. And I say, tell the truth on a Tuesday. But I want y'all to tell the truth on this Thursday. Do you wish Washington had kept Adrian Peterson? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. I don't want to hear no excuses. No excuses. This is yes or no question. Tell the truth. Do you wish Washington had kept Adrian Peterson in the burgundy and gold? There you go, Russ. Yes. Who else? Cameron Mingo. Tell the truth. Yes. Yes. That's right. Here we go. Everybody. Yes. Do it. Joy, you know moms is watching. We can't be doing all that. I can't even say the H word around her, okay? Magic, yes. Everybody, yes. Wallace is the outlier right now. He said no. Liddell says yes. Listen, my answer is yes. And I just needed to get that out. I seriously needed to get that off my chest. Look, y'all have seen me help myself now twice tonight. I set myself free on the Wizards topic earlier. Troy said yes. Y'all heard me, I had to release some frustration with some Wizard stuff. I got that out, and now I have finally said out loud, yes, I wish they had kept Adrian Peterson. Why? Because for one, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. That's first and foremost. But oh my goodness, we're talking about Troy Apke. Oh. I'm saying to myself because I'm not looking forward to seeing Adrian Peterson on Sunday. I like to see him like, oh, look, there's Adrian Peterson. But I do not want to see him in terms of the Washington defense having to stop him. I don't at all want, I just don't. I don't like when people play against us and they got an issue. Even Alfred Morris last week had the nerve to be out there running like he had an issue. Did y'all see that play? I'm going to go ahead and say it because clearly today I just been saying a little bit of whatever I was feeling. Did y'all see that one play where he kind of like decked Ronald Darby? He was out there. He had a whole attitude too. I'm like, my gosh. When people leave the burgundy and gold, they just leave here angry, don't they? My word. I had to let all that out. Thank you for listening to me. Someone asked about Haskins and bringing Haskins back. Joy, I think that was you. Ron Rivera was asked a question on quarterback Steven Montez's development. This is the quarterback they signed this past offseason, fresh out of school. This is what Ron Rivera said. I think his development's done very well. It's kind of been fun to watch him. He's a young quarterback. He's got some athleticism to him. He's got a very strong arm. He has the ability to make all kinds of throws. He's got to work on his touch. He's got a 90-mile-an-hour fastball and an 89-mile-an-hour, something else. He's saying, I'm all mixed up here, but there's not a lot of difference in the way that he throws the ball, and he's got to learn how to do that to help him. He's very smart, bright. He spends the time studying and doing the things that you want young quarterbacks to do in terms of developing good habits. He's kind of followed Kyle and Alex around a lot. I think a little bit is rubbing off on him. It's been good to watch him. I'll stop there. I was reading it out. Just reading it out. Let me go back to this part. He spends the time studying and doing the things that you want young quarterbacks to do in terms of developing good habits. He's kind of followed Kyle and Alex around a lot. I think a little bit is rubbing off on him. It's been good to watch him. That's all you need to know, as far as I'm concerned, about where number 7 is in this whole process. You know, yes, there's some development to be had, absolutely. But that comment alone, when I was listening, I said, ooh, I can't wait to get the transcript. Because I try not to talk about, I'm going to be very, very honest and frank with you all. I try not to talk about the quarterback situation because it's touchy. It's an issue. It's a challenge. Anybody on the outside looking in should be able to know there is something else going on. Yes. And that is why I try not to even, I don't even want to talk about, I'm not even going to get into it. But when he answered that question and said and actually named that he's followed Kyle and Alex around as if there's not another quarterback that can be followed around too, I said, all right, everybody just listen to what Ron just said. You can draw your own conclusions from that. Russ, I saw your comment about 7 starting. Hey, here's the reality. Alex get hurt, Hanson's gonna play. Period. Is that the desire? No. But if Alex gets hurt, then they're just gonna go down the list of quarterbacks. That's all I can say. Had to get that out too. It was interesting. They asked Ron, does he hold his breath when Smith is in? And I don't know about you all, but it's like part of me, it's like post-traumatic stress disorder. It's like part of me gets really happy when I see Alex Smith, and the other part of me is terrified. Like, oh my gosh. Let's also shout out Kyle Allen, and prayers up to him for his injury that he sustained last week. They said it was almost, how ironic is it was almost at the same yard marker that Alex sustained his injury. But you just hate to see it. You can't stand to see it at all, any of these injuries. But I absolutely hold my breath every time I see Alex come in, and it's just you know, it's funny, y'all, whenever I'm working out now and I start complaining about my legs, and this is real serious, like my legs hurt, my knee hurt, I think to myself, what would Alex do? What would Alex say? He gotta, you know, like seriously now, I ain't got no bionic leg like Alex, but he once didn't have a bionic leg either. So, I mean, hey, he had to start from somewhere. So that's what I tell myself, to keep going, because it's a big deal. It's a huge thing. And so it's, you know, but even for me, it's like still seeing it. And we have confirmation. When Aaron Donald jumped up on Alex Smith's back, I know all of y'all heard the mic when Aaron Donald was mic'd up over there on the Rams sideline, like, yo, that leg is strong. And it is. It is strong. It's stronger than mine. So, I mean, hey, okay, fine. But it still is hard to watch. It's scary because it's like, OMG. But at the same token, he's going to win Comeback Player of the Year, as he should. So it's just, I hold my breath every single time he's out there. But he loves to play. It was interesting to see the emotion in Alex when he was messing up on Sunday. The first pick wasn't necessarily his fault, in my opinion, but those last two picks were bad on Alex, on him. And that third pick, and I want to say what's up to Johnny Leon Hill. He had me on his show last night on IG Live. Thank you so much, family. We had a great time, and we talked about that third interception, and that was just flat out bad. So I'm wondering if he's still trying to get his bearings together, and if he's still, because the NFL game is so fast. It's so fast. So I'm like, is he, Mike, I see your comment, he's a madman. I'm like, I've never known or seen a person who has that level of determination and motivation. And I'll be very honest with you. It is extremely inspirational. But when I see him out there on the field, my heart drops. I just like I'm about to, pass out every time. So, but we're going to see him again on Sunday. And if he gets hurt or something happens, then we'll see Haskins again. And that's the reality. Alex gets hurt, here comes Haskins. That is when we will all see Haskins. So there's that. You guys, we made it another week. Another Thursday. And you all came to hang out with me to coach from the couch yet again. And I am ever so appreciative of you guys joining in the conversation. Look, you guys, I said it at the beginning of the show. Please, 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 please stay safe. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. Social distance. Much love to you all. Many prayers to everybody. Make sure you are sharing this show with your DMV sports loving family and friends. And I will talk to you all next week.